Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. Feel like taking a deep breath. Some of you might be breathing from the top of your lungs and maybe taking a nice deep belly breath. Letting yourself be here, be present. Everything's okay. You're okay. It's okay to be here. It's lovely to be here. Feels like being sitting with where you are and with the energies. Boy, I didn't expect this. So anyway, it feels like a nice calm, creating a nice calm space for you to receive. So, all right. Hope that helps some of you find your grounding cord, find your stability, find yourself in this present energy. All right, the overall energy of this reading is the Four of Pentacles. Holding on to something or someone. I'm also getting building a foundation, finding stability for yourself. It feels like you've been grieving, you're coming out of grieving, maybe a relationship or an environment. Feels like it is hard to let go of. It looks like it might have been an enmeshed relationship, which makes sense energetically. Energetically, if you're enmeshed with someone, you can't tell where your energy ends and they begin. You're enmeshed. You're not separate. And so you feel like you're separating from yourself. But really, it feels like you are refinding your energy outside of this connection, finding your own energy. There's a need to create healthy boundaries. If you haven't already. I'm also getting that this person that you've been enmeshed with, there's also a need to not just separate the energies, but separate. Like this person is no longer a match for you. Feels like no contact or a need to go no contact because this isn't a good fit. There's no way to balance your energies, the two of you. The two of you are very different energetically. Feels like you kept shifting your energy to stay in connection, in relationship, so you're out of alignment with who you are. So you've had to let go of who you are to be in this relationship. And so it feels like when this relationship ends or needs to end, it's hard to find yourself because you are two. You're not a separate person. You are enmeshed. So it's complex. It looks like you started waking up and perceiving that this is too small of a environment. This isn't enough for you as a soul. and yet it's still difficult because you've invested so much, and like literally your energy is in this person's space, and so you're attached to your own energy. I could see why it's on so many levels that I'm not even explaining or have time why this is a lot harder than just let go, just focus on something else. It's complicated, and I just want to address that. Yes, this is very complex and confusing internally to go through this, but it feels like this is being done for you. This person, this relationship is being removed from your experience because there's something that's much bigger, better for you. A new way of being, a new way of relationshiping. And so, yeah, it looks like you've asked for happiness, for clarity. And I think you believed you were asking, you wanted it within that relationship. I want to be happy in this relationship with this person. So it feels like you created the relationship with this person in your mind's eye needed to be the constant in the equation of your life. And there's a realization and a need for you to see that they are a variable. They're not a constant. For you math geeks out there, you're welcome. You got to balance the equation. All right, so it looks like you were relationshiping in the way you were taught as a child. And and you thought that way that everybody was showing you was the way you relationship. But there's a need for you to be by yourself, to go at it alone, to find your own energy, to not be in a relationship for a while, be in a relationship with yourself, see who you are outside of that relationship, pull your energy back, find yourself. Find the wisdom that you've learned from going through this experience, and realize that they're no longer an opportunity for you. That opportunity means that to take that opportunity to be in a relationship like the way you were taught, you were raised, is not soul fulfilling for you. And so it looks like you're following your intuition into uncharted territories. So a lot of uncertainty because you haven't experienced this way of being. It feels like you're following. Doesn't feel like you're following logic necessarily, as following your heart, listening to more subtle energies, recognizing that there is potential out there. There's something that's much more a better fit for who you are and who you're becoming, who you've become, and that this type of relationshiping, the way you were raised to believe that is the way to relationship, doesn't work. Whew. All right, hidden blessings is the Hierophant in reverse. For some of you, this was a marriage contract, a broken marriage contract. And whether this was a marriage or just a conscious agreement, a partnership, it feels like it's the breakup of this relationship is happening for you. I'm perceiving like a toddler who's sure that, I want this, I want that, why won't you let me have that? And your guides are mature, see what's going on, and they're like, you are I've seen videos of this, like the toddler's like, I want to go swimming. I want to go swimming. I want to go swimming. You're being so cruel. You're not allowing me to go swimming. And when you really look from the adult perspective, it's a 3-year-old having a hissy fit. They're not getting what they want, but it's the ocean. They're wanting to swim in the ocean and it's freezing. So there's a disconnect from what you want and what is right for you and what's healthy for you and what will get you to what you prefer going down the line. It feels like it's really hard on an energetic level to let go of this relationship, but everything that I'm perceiving is it's being done for you. This isn't your person. It's too small. It's too small of a space. There's something that's much more you. Truly happy. Feels like it's hard for your guides to get you to believe and trust that this is not where you should be. It's not that you haven't tried everything 5 times over. It's not that you didn't do it right or you messed up. It's just a recognition that it's time. It's time to allow that relationship to come to a close and for you to take what you've learned from that relationship and move forward into something much more happy. Real happiness, where you don't have to guard and protect yourself from the person that's the closest to you. Feels like you were in a relationship where at least part of it, definitely at the end, where this isn't your person. You're not wanting the best for each other. It feels like this person, you have to protect yourself from the person you're in a relationship with. They don't have your best interest. They don't want to uplift you. Feels like in this past relationship, you centered someone else. They are at the top of the relationship, and it feels like you're wanting a partnership, equality. They don't have rule over you. They don't have the superiority over you. But you can be an independent person, but in a relationship. So interdependent, not codependent. It looks like you're really wanting a loving partner, a happily ever after, someone who's really, this is all about, like, you really want love, marriage, joy, someone who is for you. And the universe is like, yes, fantastic. We want to give you that. You can't have it with this person and in this environment. You have to trust and leave that environment and become the person who is a match for the relationship you want. You couldn't have the relationship that you wanted on a soul level that you've been wanting so badly with that person. There was no amount of fixing. All right. What you're leaving behind is sadness, 5 of Cups. Confusion, sadness, 1414 on the clock. You're leaving behind grief and sorrow. It feels like, honestly, it feels like most of the time that you were in this relationship in the past that's hard to let go of, you were in grief and sorrow because it never was the relationship that you wanted it to be. You were in a support role It feels like to stay in that relationship with that person is just sad, very sad, because they are purposely, because you are coming at it very honestly, saying what you want from a relationship, and they're saying yes, but that's not what they want. They're just telling you what you want to hear. They benefit, it feels like, from the relationship more than you do. It feels like they've convinced you that you benefit from the relationship, but that's not true. You're also leaving behind someone who blocks you. They don't want the best for you. They're not uplifting you. They want you for what you can do for them. Feels like you're also leaving behind a family, a group of people who enable this person. Want to continue to give power to this person, perceive that they can receive some type of benefit from aligning with this person. I think seeing these people, not trying to convince them to come to your side. These aren't real supporters. These are I'm just kind of watching the energy and getting kind of ick. It doesn't feel like, if you have to convince someone to be on your side, it feels like they're not really on your side. Feels like you're leaving behind people who say that they're on your side and they're not. Feels like this has been profound in seeing yourself and where you are, your environment and the people around you. Feels like uncomfortable truths, like, all right, this is painful, but I'm seeing who's really for me and who's not. And you're leaving behind lying, cheating, stealing, deception, communication that's manipulative, that's about telling a story. I think you're just, there's an exhaustion. I just want the truth, even if it's painful, because I can work with the truth. This person, you're never going to get the truth. And it feels like if you keep holding out and need anything from this person, they've got control over you. If you need anything from this person, you need closure, you need the truth, you need to understand if you need anything from this person, you're giving your power away. I need nothing from this person. Feels like you're not going to get. That's how they've kept you coming back, chasing, is a belief that they have something that you need, that they can give you something, that you need them to give something to you, and instead you can find it for yourself. Walking away, no matter the emotional ties, it feels like just recognizing there's nothing this person can give me. There's no satisfaction. If this person could have given you clarity, comfort, love, care, they would have. They can't give you. I think they know that. And instead they just keep chasing, having you chase after them. There's nothing that they have. They don't have what you're after. All right. How to get the most of this energy of this is the Three of Swords in reverse. Taking those swords out of your own heart. No longer allowing access. No longer allowing this person access to break your heart. Realizing that, like, just like what we were talking about, I don't need anything from this person, which pulls a sword out of your heart. There's nothing that they could give me that I can't find elsewhere. No longer allowing this person access. Yeah, Hierophant in reverse again. Letting this contract be over. For some of you, it feels like there might have been third parties where they created a competition between you and someone else or someone else's. We've got a rich girl, short illness in reverse, a gift, and the main man in reverse. I'm just picking main female showing up on the bottom of the deck here. Clarifying, it feels like you are very rich. You might not be rich in resources, but you have value. You have a lot of value. And you've been in a long illness mentally, perceiving that you need someone else. You're not perceiving yourself as the gift that you are. And so it feels like you settled for someone who's not the main male in reverse. Feels like you might have settled because you don't know your own value. You don't really know your value, what you bring to the table. And so it feels like by not knowing your own value, you allowed someone to invest so little in you and take so much chronically from you, so as to perceive that there's something defective in you, that your job is a support role. I think you're tired of being less than in relationships and settling for people who can't meet you at the level that you're at, can't perceive the value you bring. For some of you, it feels like there's still a lot of healing your nervous system, healing your heart space, healing from this past way of relationshiping, breaking your own heart, settling for someone who's just not at your level, and someone who doesn't see you as a gift. What I'm perceiving is that you viewer, have so much to offer, so much value. You are a gift to anyone in a relationship. What you bring to the table, how loving you are, how caring, how nurturing. I think setting that, telling yourself that anybody would be lucky to be in a relationship with me. I'm very loving, I'm very caring, I'm very nurturing. I'm very authentic and honest about what I want and who I am. People who've been in a relationship with me do better. They are uplifted. People are lucky. I'm a gift. However, now I recognize my value, and I'm not going to be in a relationship with someone who does not perceive me as valuable. or who gets into a relationship with diminishing returns, expects to do less and less and less. Someone who's really looking for someone to do the labor in relationships to make them happy, to uplift them and do nothing in return or very little. It feels like you're shifting and recognizing going forward that you're not interested in the same type of relationship that you were in the past because you're a different person. All right. What's supporting you is the Ace of Cups in reverse. A lack of self-love is supporting you. A lack of new love. What? Why is... Okay. So some of you are not seeing your love, not seeing any options. And why I'm perceiving this, what's happening is that the energies are changing. You are changing your energy, and what you want out of a relationship has shifted. It's new. It's a new field. It's a new game. It's a new you. It's very different than the past. So you're going to find you're different. The type of relationship is different. So you can't try to find this new relationship in the old ways. So whatever that old way that you were finding people online, bar, friends, whatever that old structure, it feels like doing something new. You're different. You're inviting in a different type of relationship, so a different type of person. So allowing that shift to take place and recognizing that it takes time. It takes time as you amplify and love yourself and activate your energy like you're already in the relationship that you prefer. We desire things, we want things because of how they make us feel. So it feels like manifesting a loving relationship isn't being in yearning. I want, I yearn. This signals the universe they don't want something. I want, and I don't see it. So the universe is like, so be it. You'll want and you'll not have. In the past, it feels like this past person you really wanted, if we turn the clock back to before this past relationship that this reading has been about, that's been hard to let go of. If I'm looking at the energy before that person came in, it looks like you were lonely and yearning and wanting. And so you attracted someone in that yearning and wanting energy. And so that relationship, you never really got the satisfaction of getting, of receiving what it is that you wanted. You just were constantly yearning. So you're in a relationship with someone, maybe for some of you for a long time, never feeling like you have them or you feel settled and happily ever after. You're still yearning and not getting your needs met. So yearning doesn't lead to what you want. It leads to more yearning, more not having what you want. So this is manifesting messages coming through of a mindset shifting from yearning to I already have that person. I'm already in that relationship. I'm not yearning. How How does it feel to be in the relationship I prefer? And give yourself the feeling of it right now. How close can you imagine? How can you allow it to feel real? Not yearning, but real. So we can start from the base chakra. I feel secure. I feel stable. I feel safe with this person. So comfortable. I can be myself. I don't have to mask. I don't have to perform. I feel so comfortable and safe and so connected in a beautiful way. Not controlling, not afraid. This person and I are already in this relationship. We're already in love. I feel loved. I feel supported. I feel like I can do anything because I am supported and cared for. And I know this. I don't have to question it. I feel confident in our relationship. I feel like I can make a mistake and we can connect and talk about it, and I can grow and I can expand and they can grow and expand. I can have my energy and how I perceive things and they can have theirs. And it's compatible. They don't need to perceive me the way I need them to perceive me. I trust in their perspective. I love that they have their own perspective about things, and I love that I have my own perspective, that we don't have to be one-minded. We can enjoy the differences and enjoy the similarities. We don't have to wipe out what makes us different from each other. So it feels like, can you imagine like it's already happening? Not yearning for that, but being in the relationship. I have this now. I'm in that relationship. I'm cared for and loved. Can you feel it like it's happening? Why are we doing that? Because like attracts like. And if you're yearning, you're not in the energy for what you're wanting. You're in the energy of yearning, of not having what you want. So you attract someone you chase, someone you can yearn after, versus having someone already in your life and how that feels, how you activate your energy in a profound way. And so if you are vibrationally happy in a loving relationship, then you're going to attract in someone who can match that. Does that make sense? All right, so no yearning, not helpful. What to be mindful of is the Fool. Taking a leap of faith, a trust. There's a need here. The Fool cards come up twice now. There's an invitation to trust, to cultivate trust. To trust the unfolding of your life. To trust that what you want is on its way to you. To be in the present moment and be okay with where you're at, with the mixture, good, bad, neutral. Feels like by shifting your energy, you're going to be going into new spaces, new places, because you're at a new vibrational set point. So you're attracting different energies because you're different. And so trusting that what's showing up, trusting the timing, trusting the unfolding of your life, inviting in trust. Yep, because in the past it looks like to be in a relationship meant that you are out of alignment with who you prefer to be. That somehow you have to go out and get. You have to, there's a lack of trust here. So there's a huge shift in how you how your relationship with relationships. There's also a settling here. It feels like at times that you'd rather be in a relationship and be out of alignment than be alone. It feels like that choice in the past kept you in your insecurities and chasing someone. Feels like in the past there's chasing someone because it started at yearning. I want someone, I want a relationship. And so at that vibration, when you enter a relationship, then you continue at that vibration, insecure. Is this the right one? I can't quite tell. And maybe not. And so you're just following this person, never really getting your needs met, not ever really meeting this person on any profound level, not really meeting yourself either, because they're not in alignment with what you want. They're in alignment with not having what you want, not having the relationship, yearning. So there's a realization here that it's important. Vibration first, frequency first, and then talk, and then manifest, and then take action. Energy first. Wow. All right. Amazing messages here. Hopefully these messages help you rework some things. I'm going to continue on to Patreon if you're interested. If this has been your reading and resonating, we're about halfway through the reading. I'll continue on to Patreon. The link's in the description box below. Extended reading here. Click on the link, takes you right to part 2, where I'll continue and look at health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance. If this is where I leave you, have a great day. Take care.